diamond, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright in the beautiful sea. I choose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we become one right away. One right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the light inside your eyes. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is October 12th, 2022. Back in 2017, this was the first video that I've ever seen of the singer Willie Spence. I've always been into, these singers who perform like in the train stations, and so like if you go on YouTube, there's a lot of singers that perform, in like in the train station, or like in this case, this was at a school, and these videos are very like they have a lot of views on YouTube. And I've always been into like those type of singers because I'm just not too attracted to celebrities. I just think that a lot of these celebrities don't have real talent. And what I've noticed is that these people who perform at the trains and at their local schools, it just, to me, these people have way more talent than your average celebrity. Like, in my opinion, Willie Spence, he performed the song Diamonds better than Rihanna. In my opinion, this guy had an unbelievable voice. And the reason we're talking about him today is because supposedly yesterday on October 11th, he died in a car crash, according to TMZ. And no doubt, his death is a ritual murder. If he did die yesterday in a car crash, that accident was provoked, and it was by the same people who murdered all these other celebrities, the Jesuit order. And of course, they took him out by the same numbers that we always discuss here in this channel. Of course, the number 42, the number 59, the number stamped on black people throughout history. It's the same thing all the time. And it's like, I say this every month. Dates with 64 and 44 numerology, we always get suspicious deaths in the headlines. This man died yesterday, but they chose to break the news today. How come? Well, because today has date numerology of 64, 28, and 44, like how the word kill in gematria, it equates to 44, 64, and 28. But look at this. This is the headline that I read earlier today. It says American Idol runner-up Willie Spence dies at 23 after car crash. That video that I just showed you, that was way before he was on American Idol. That video went viral, and I guess I don't know exactly how this stuff works. Maybe that video went viral because he was already part of this organization. He was probably already a celebrity, and they do these things to make it seem like these people are coming from the bottom. But he tried out for American Idol, and back in 2021, he lost to Chase Beckman. But that video is from 2017, so that was before his American Idol days, right? So I don't know if maybe that when he put out that video of him in the blue shirt singing Diamonds, maybe he was already a sellout by then, or maybe he sold out after he joined American Idol. That I'm not sure about, but I am sure that his death is by the numbers, like how most of these celebrities are. And I didn't know if I don't think he was a celebrity back in 2017. I think when he tried out for American Idol, he probably signed some papers willingly. Because I do think these people are doing things willingly. They are selling their souls willingly. I don't think they're doing it not knowing what they're getting themselves into. So I think maybe when he signed up for American Idol, that's when his death date was determined. That's just my opinion. But Let's look at the report. It says here that former American Idol runner-up Willie Spence died following a car accident on Tuesday, according to a preliminary report from the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Spence, 23 years old, finished as runner-up to Chase Beckman in the show's 19th season, which aired last year. The crash occurred at around 4 p.m. Tuesday in Marion County in East Tennessee, when Spence's 2019 Jeep Cherokee left the roadway and collided with the back of a tractor trailer that was stopped on the shoulder of the east side of Interstate 24 at the 147-mile marker, the report states. Both Spence, who is originally from Georgia, which equals 44, like Wednesday, and the driver of the tractor trailer, who is 68 years old, the reflection of 86, were wearing seat belts, according to the report. A spokesperson for the Tennessee Highway Patrol said that the agency is investigating the incident and why Spencer's car veered off the road. A representative for the Tennessee Department of Health did not immediately respond to an inquiry about the cause or time of death. Just hours before the crash, Spence posted a video of himself singing "You Are My Hiding Place" on his Instagram page. And isn't that what they always do? Like, just think about it. The other day I put out a video about the rapper Capital Steez, who was a childhood friend of Joey Badass, who died on his 170th day of his age, like sacrifice. 170 is a sacrifice number. And the name Capital Steez is 47 and 70, like the word suicide. And he's supposed to be jumped off a roof right before he died, right? But if you remember what I said in that video, Capital Steez, he put out a tweet right before he died. He wrote "The End." So he let everybody know on his social media that he was about to commit suicide. Yet nobody was able to stop him. And then this guy, he puts out, he sings this song, "You Are My Hiding Place," right before the car crash. And now I'm thinking, like, are these people hiding? Are these people hiding? Are they faking their deaths? Maybe. But Willie Spence, he was born June 18th, 1999. And yesterday was 115 days after his birthday. So the day of his death came 115 days after his 23rd birthday. And in Gematria, the word Masonic, killing, and Lucifer are all 115. Very common number. We talk about this number often. A lot of suspicious deaths around the number 115. And you guys notice how they emphasized American Idol in the headline? Well, that's because of the gematria behind that word. Notice it equals 59 and 76. Those numbers get used all the time around black history. They stamp it on black people throughout history. We just spoke about these numbers with the death of Coolio, with the death of the rapper P&B Rock. These numbers come up all the time. 59 and 76. Of course, 7 times 6 equals 42. But notice in gematria, Negro, slave, blues, Rasta, they all equate to 59 and 76. Now, this is the kicker here. So, he put out one album, and look what he called it. It was called The Voice. Remember what I said about Whitney Houston? Her nickname was The Voice, and she died on the 42nd day of the year. But notice down here, I don't know if you guys can see that on the far left-hand corner. This album released on April 2nd, on 4/2, Ronnie King's birthday, back in 2021. And remember what I said about the name The Voice, right? Because this is Whitney Houston's nickname when she was alive. The Voice equals 42 in gematria, right? And again, this was Whitney Houston's nickname, and she ended up dying on the 42nd day of the year back in 2012. So this singer, he puts out his only album on April 2nd, and he calls it The Voice. Now, this is what makes me suspicious about these singers, right? Now, maybe they're not naming their records. Maybe they're just, being told to sing a song called Forevermore, Chance on Me, Reckless. Maybe they're being told to sing these songs. But it just, okay. Just the names of these songs on this album, it just makes me very suspicious, right? So there's 6 songs in this album. And it's like every song is like talking about like the start of his career. This is just my opinion. Nobody has confirmed this to me, but I feel like every song on this album, from start to finish, is pretty much speaking about this man's career all the way to his death, which happened yesterday. I mean, just let's read the name. Look at the names. Forevermore. I mean, a lot of people can interpret that in many ways, right? Chance on Me. Think about what American Idol did. They took a chance on him, right? Maybe that's what that means. Reckless. Car crash, reckless. So Gone, right? Death, so gone. Notice Me, right? Notice Me. Now, nobody, you guys, a lot of people probably never heard of this man until he died, right? Because it's like it's just like Biggie Small said, you're nobody until somebody kills you. So now that he's so gone, everybody's gonna notice him. No, everybody's gonna notice his talent. Again, these are not official interpretations of the names of these records. This is what I think they mean, and I think I'm right. I mean, I don't know. If you disagree, you can leave a comment, and we'll go back and forth in the comment section. But look, let's start from the beginning. Look, Forevermore, Chance on Me, right? American Idol, Reckless, car crash, So Gone, death, Notice Me, TMZ, CNN, all the headlines. Everybody's, his Instagram page. Everybody's sending out rest in pieces. And then his last song is called 1 Minute with God. The name of these records are very suspicious to me. I think these people, there's no doubt why it's named The Voice. We know why they call this album The Voice. It's because it equals 42, like the word nigger, like slavery, like bigotry, like February, which is Black History Month. We know about 42. We know why it came out on April 2nd as well. So obviously he had nothing to do with the naming of his album. And he most definitely didn't have anything to do with the release date of this album. It came out on April 2nd. Now I'm thinking he probably didn't have anything to do with the naming of these records as well. But I just find that these names of these records are just very suspicious. Reckless, the guy dies in a car crash. 1 Minute with God is his last single. 1 Minute with God. So this is who he lost to. Well, I don't have a picture for him, but you can look him up. Chase Beckman. This is who he lost to in season 19 American Idol. He was the runner-up. And the reason they brought up this man's name in the headlines, right, Chase Beckman, is because this man's death is connected to Chase Beckman. Notice Chase Beckman was born on July 18th, right, on 18/7. And yesterday was it was 86 days after his birthday. 86. Like how the person that's supposed to be killed him was a 68-year-old. So look, from July 18th, which is Chase Beckman's birthday, to the death of Willie Spence on October 11th, 86 days. And in Gematria, of course, blood sacrifice and both human sacrifice are both 86. Right? So this is why it's obvious this is why he lost probably. Because I don't think Chase Beckman has a better voice than this man. No way at all. But he lost to him because he was going to lose his life in connection to Chase Beckman. So I guess he lost to him twice. But okay, so his last Instagram post, right? He posted a video singing the song "Lord, You Are My Hiding Place," right? I want you guys to notice the gematria of that song. And we could go to his Instagram page so you guys can see it. This was his last Instagram post. This was right here. So he was singing this song right before he died. They say an hour before he died. And look at the caption. He wrote, "Lord, you are my hiding place." Which is very suspicious. Right before you die, you leave this caption. And notice in gematria, it equals 118. I was speaking about that number on Sunday when I joined the Zach show. That number has a lot to do with death, the number 118. Notice it's 118 like the word death in Jewish gematria. So this is the last caption he put on his Instagram page right before he passed away. "Lord, you are my hiding place." In Jewish gematria, the word death is 118. Homicide is also 118 as well. They changed the name of it to Latin, but it used to be called the Jewish cipher. But notice homicide is 118, right? The word death is also 118. like his last caption. And like I said, they killed him around the number 42, right? His only album is called The Voice, which equals 42, came out on April 2nd, reminding us of Whitney Houston, her nickname was The Voice and died on the 42nd day of the year. And this guy, this was what you call a pure talent. I think this man was really talented. I think after he joined American Idol, I think that's when, or maybe not. Maybe he was a celeb. Maybe he was chosen from the beginning, and then he was just this video went viral because it was just leading up to his stardom. Maybe that's also a possibility. I'm not sure, but what I am certain is that whoever gave him that name of that album, and they definitely released it on that date on purpose, and it's because of that number and the significance of that number and the connection it has to Black history. It gets used all the time, the number 42. And of course, American Idol has that 59. You know what else is 59? Car has that 59 gematria. An accident is 59. I think car crash has the church numbers, right? 71 and 45 like Catholic. It's also 35 like Catholic. I'm just noticing car crash is 266. Look at that. I never knew that. Car crash has a 266 value, like Isis Hamana Salvatore. That's interesting. I never knew that. Oh man. So let's see. Oh, and of course, there's probably a connection with Rihanna. Rihanna's about to perform at the Super Bowl next year again. On the 43rd day of the year next year, on February 12th. And he went viral for singing her song Diamonds, which has the values of murder, I think it was. Let's take a look at Diamonds. Yeah, 79 and 34 like murder. It's also 228 like death. And so from her birthday, he died 233 days after Rihanna's birthday. That's the 51st prime number. The word conspiracy is 51. He also sang John Legend's song and R. Kelly's song on American Idol. But yeah, he died. And think about the day he died. He died on the day leaving 81 days left in the year, the ritual number. Same day that the Lakers won the championship on Father-Daughter Day to honor number 81. Well, the guy who scored 81 points, Kobe Bryant. The name Kobe Bean Bryant equals 81. I remember his last game, he played 42 minutes, scored 60 points. The N-word is 42 and 60. Notice what else is 42 and 60. Remember what we said. The Voice equals 42. That was the name of his album. And the guy name is Willie Spence, right? Willie Spence. It equals 60 in the most pure. Like the N-word. And let me show you guys on YouTube. If you just type in, I guess you could say New York City train singer performers. Maybe I think it'll come up. You see this guy right here? This used to be one of my favorite. Then I came across Willie Spence. But I've always been into these type of videos of people singing in the train, because I feel like a lot of like this guy right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, this guy is talented right here with the guitar. But this guy right here, Mike Young, I don't even think that's his real name. But I think he also, and you know what's funny about Mike Young? He's always performing on 59th Street. I always find that very strange about him. But Mike Young, I don't really think that was his real name. But he made an appearance, I think, on American Idol as well. I got to verify that. I'm not sure. But Michael Young, he's always been in the train. Like, I've seen him in person. He's always been in the train. I've actually given him money before. He's always on 59th Street. And now that I'm noticing it, I'm like, okay, maybe that's why. He also performs on 42nd Street as well. But in this video, he's on 23rd Street, which is strange because, Willie Spence just died at the age of 23. But notice his name in gematria, Mike Young. And he doesn't spell it the right way. Like, Young is Young. This is how you spell the name Young. But he spells it this way. So look at his name. Look at his name in Gematria. Again, this guy made an appearance on, I think, American Idol. Actually, we can look it up. But look, Mike Young, the way he spells it, it equals 42 in the most pure cipher. So are these people being named and then being placed there? I don't know. Because it's just like, what are the odds of all that? All these singers who are super viral have this 42 connection. Now let me see if Mike Young, if he was in fact on American Idol. Oh, he was in America's Got Talent. That's what it was. Yeah. So yeah, we might be hearing about Mike Young soon. He was a big star on America's Got Talent. Yeah, but this guy came from the train station, man. Just like Willie Spence. Willie Spence supposedly went viral for singing a song at his local school and blew up and made an appearance on American Idol. Just like Willie Spence. Willie Spence was on America's Got Talent. And then the guy name is Mike Young. He spells it without the O, which equals 42. It just saw, man. Let me see, how old is Mike Young right now? He's 61. You see, but this is what I mean. Look at his, oh my God. You see what I mean? His name is Michael Young, and he spells Young the proper way. So this is probably how it's written on his birth certificate. So how you go from this name to this name? Like, why did you take the O out of your name, out of your surname? I know why he took the O out of his surname. He was probably told to, so they can equal 42. Because Michael Young wasn't fitting enough for him to be on America's Got Talent. But look, he was born Michael Young, and he spells his last name the proper way, like how you're supposed to spell the word Young. Oh, shit. Michael Young is 61, like how he's 61 right now. Oh, we just seen the death of Willie Spence, so Michael Young might be next, but hopefully I'm wrong about that. But this guy is another great talent. Another great talent, but I question a lot of these people, man. Like, are they doing that on purpose? Like placing these people in these train station and making these videos go viral, and then next thing you know, putting them in these shows by the numbers? Possibly, most likely. So I just want to say rest in peace to Willie Spence. Really a true talent. Unfortunately, his life ended at a very early age, 23 years old. And yeah, this stuff continues to happen because people fail to wake up. I mean, how many 42 examples we have discussed already? How many 59 examples we've discussed already? How many more people have to be in the headlines on dates with 64 and 44 numerology? How many more? So I was on. It was Sunday. It was a Sunday show. You can go to Zach's channel, and it's this show right here that says Sunday Show with this thumbnail. I was sharing the story of my father's death, who died on his 118th day of his age. Because I think that episode is about the organic side. So I say, you know what? Let me share my organic experience. And even though I don't think my dad died organically, but whatever. Somebody says, look up Carl Young. Carl Young. It can't be this guy. Let's see. Is he a singer too? I don't know. Leave a link in the comments, in the chat. I'll see. I'll look it up. Yeah, he died yesterday. Yeah, man, he was a really great talent. Yep. All right. So again, rest in peace to Willie Spence. My condolences go out to his family. And again, this stuff is not gonna stop. I don't know if these people. I think they do know, man. I think they know what they signed up for. I mean, yeah, these retirement homes, these hospitals. I mean, if one of your family members dies at any of these facilities, you should be suspicious, because we know who controls the hospitals and all these other centers. The same people that control the headlines. So again, RIP, and thanks everybody for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and share the videos. Let's get the word out there. No more 42 rituals. No more 59 rituals. It has to stop. Take care, everybody. See you later. Peace.